Hello again, everybody. Anybody who watches my channel regularly knows that I keep ants because I like to watch what they're doing. I love to watch their behaviour rather than having ants to have pretty ants and look at the individual ants. I want to watch the whole colony and what it's up to. Um, and that's one of the reasons I really love Lasius niger, is because A, they're always up to something, and you can fit quite a lot of ants in quite a small space, so you can see the overall actions of the colony. Anyway, what I would like to talk about today is something that I have noticed. I've been noticing this for a couple of years. I've been keeping an eye on it and I've been gathering my evidence. And I would like to bring you all of my evidence tonight and ask the question to the ant keeping community: what do you know about this? Can you answer any of my questions? And this is something which I've never seen this discussed. I've never seen a video on it. I've never seen a post on it. So I don't know if there is any discussion anywhere, or if everyone just keeps a little bit quiet about it because it looks a bit unsightly. And people misdiagnose perhaps what it is, because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something which I've discovered. So my question is, what is this pile of goo that I have in my nest? So I could have ended the video there and said, what is this pile of goo? But no. I've been checking this goo out really closely. So first of all, this is what I have discovered. I have always had a pile of goo with my Lasius niger. Here's my nest from 2 years ago, and you can see the pile of goo there. Other people have exactly the same pile of goo. I talk to a lot of people on Discord and they send me pictures of their colonies, and you're seeing them now. They've all got a goo pile somewhere. I've noticed that it moves. It moves about every 3 weeks. They will move it to a different place. Now, it will often come back to the same place after another 3 weeks, and there are certain spots that they absolutely love to have the goo pile in. And I looked at one of those spots in my old nest after I'd cleaned it out, and that it is completely smooth now. Now, I don't know whether that smoothness is caused by the ants picking this goo back up and it's like licked the gypsum smooth, or whether or not the goo pile itself is somehow slightly corrosive or something and smooths the gypsum out. So what is it? I've noticed, I believe, and this is just my own observations, that it grows the more you feed them. You've been looking at some really close shots of the goo here, and you can see that they're always tending to it, and there are bits in it, bits of the protein that you've fed them. And that means, what I've discovered is that the goo can be different colours. If you feed them a lot of dark insects, you get quite dark goo. Mine have been having moths and boiled chicken recently, frozen moths, and my goo at the moment is quite transparent and not so dark as it has been, or other people's goo is. And then for the final piece of evidence, I've discovered at least where the liquid part of this goo is coming from. The ants are depositing it. And if you missed this, I'll slow it down, but watch the gaster of this ant at the top. And you can see they are actually depositing little droplets into this that's making up the goo. So what can it be? What is it? Well, first thing it could be their toilet. Is this a toilet? But there's a couple of things that sort of don't quite fit for that. First of all, why are the bits in it? They normally don't leave bits of protein around inside their nest, and normally they're very clean and very tidy, and they have a dedicated trash area, and they're so easy to predict that I know if I put one of these little slidey wakushi things onto the nest, just outside the nest, they will use it as a trash area, and I can get the trash out by using the slidey lid. So it's fantastic. They're so predictable. So I just I don't. Why would they then go to the toilet in the nest while taking all the time and trouble to take the other trash out? Doesn't make sense. So I actually think this is some sort of food. I think this is to be fed to the larvae. Quite what it is, I'm not sure. I wonder if that substance that the workers are laying into this is like an egg, but without being an egg. Like it hasn't got the shell. It's just perhaps the, if you want to think about it, the egg yolk part of an egg, that the inner part, like it's them depositing protein that they themselves have eaten into this sort of goo pile with other bits of protein that then the nursery workers can feed to the larvae. But I honestly don't know. And that's why I'm making this video and putting this out to other ant keepers. Have you noticed it? What do you think it is? Do other species do this? I mean, I only really keep Lasius niger, and my flavus haven't got big enough for me to notice this. So I only see it with Lasius niger. Do other species do this? Again, I don't know. Answers anybody, please. What do you think? Thank you for watching. Goodbye, everyone.